The Lantern at the Edge of the Sky. A short story by Misty Hamilton Smith. Copyright 2025. The village of Cloudrest clung to the spine of the world, its rooftops brushing the bellies of passing storms. The air was thin, sharp with a taste of lightning, and thunder was not a distant rumble. Here it was a voice that spoke directly into the bones. At the summit of the tallest spire hung the lantern, its silver frame never tarnished, and within it burned a pale blue flame that no wind could snuff. The villagers said it had been lit by the first keeper, who bargained with the Skyborn ancient beings who shaped the weather with their dreams. Every year, on the moonless night, the keeper would climb the spire and whisper a single wish into the lantern's glass. The wish would rise like smoke into the realm of the Skyborn. Sometimes it brought rain, sometimes calm seas, sometimes nothing at all. This year, the keeper was Thalina. She was small for her age, but her eyes held the same restless shimmer as the lantern's flame. Her parents had been lost in a storm the year before, a storm that had not known their names. The night was black as ink when Thalina began her ascent. The wind clawed at her cloak, and the stones were slick with mist. Below, the village lights flickered like scattered embers. Above, the lantern glowed, steady and patient. Halfway up, she paused, pressing her cheek to the cold stone. "I'll make them remember," she whispered to herself. "They'll know us. They'll know me." When she reached the top, she gripped the silver frame. The flame inside swayed, though there was no breeze. "I wish," she said softly, "for the Skyborn to remember the names of mortals, so that when storms come, they will pass gently over the homes of those they love." The flame flared, and the world fell away. Thalina found herself standing on a bridge of light, suspended in an endless sky. Clouds drifted below like slow rivers, and above, constellations pulsed like living hearts. Shapes moved within the clouds. Vast, luminous figures, with eyes like moons and voices like rolling thunder. One of them descended toward her, its form shifting between storm and starlight. "A mortal child," it said, its voice vibrating through her chest. "You have climbed high to speak to us." "I'm Thalina of Cloudrest," she said, forcing her voice not to tremble. "I've come to ask you to remember our names. Names are fleeting," another Skyborn rumbled from the mist. "We remember the shape of mountains, the taste of oceans, the scent of lightning. Mortals pass too quickly." "My parents passed quickly," Thalina said, her voice sharp now, "because a storm didn't know them. You could have spared them if you'd remembered." The first Skyborn tilted its head, as if considering. "And why should we remember? What will you give in return?" Thalina's heart pounded. "I'll give you my name," she said. "Not just for a season, for as long as you exist. Speak it in your storms. Carry it in your winds. Let it be the thread that ties you to us." The Skyborn murmured among themselves, their voices like distant tempests. "If we take your name," the first one said, "you will never be forgotten, but you will never truly belong to the mortal world again. You will be ours, in part." Thalina swallowed hard. "If it means no one else is lost the way my parents were, then take it." The Skyborn reached out, a hand of cloud and lightning brushing her brow. She felt something lift from her, light, warm, and impossibly precious. "Thalina," they said together, and her name rolled across the sky like a song. "We will remember." She awoke at the top of the spire, the lantern's flame steady and calm. Dawn broke, and the villagers gasped to see the clouds above stitched with silver letter. Every name in Cloudrest, shimmering in the morning light. From that day on, the storms sang softly as they passed, calling each name like a lullaby. And when they spoke Thalina, the wind carried it with a strange reverence, as if it belonged to them as much as to her. We hope you've been swept away by this original story by Misty Hamilton Smith. If it stirred something in you, a memory, a dream, a name worth remembering, there's more where that came from. Like, share, and subscribe for fresh fiction that reaches beyond the clouds, across every genre, every mood, and every moment.